Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to episode number 6 of the £500 to my dream car Vinted Reselling Challenge. Now, if you remember, we ended the previous episode with £1,088.99. But I did also get refunded on that pair of Air Max 95s, the white and navy ones. So it did put the budget up to £1,121.58. And boy, I bought a lot of stock. I mean, over 60 different pairs with the full budget. Now, I don't want to read out every single pair. So as I'm speaking right now, pairs are popping up here, and everything. And the screen is being covered with every single pair I've bought. And just like that, all of those pairs are on the screen right now. I do have another £194.22 available, which I'm going to spend later in the episode. Let's try and wait for some of these to arrive first. So hopefully pairs should start arriving in the next day or two. I'll see you whenever that is. A lot of you have been asking me, Sam, what Vinted monitor are you using? Well, I've been telling you I've been testing one out, and I'm finally happy to tell you the one I've been using is the Kai Kicks Vinted monitor. Now, this is not paid promo, but I did speak to Kai and I said to him, for the people, can we sort a little discount code? He was like, yes, Sam, just for you. So in the description is a link to it. And if you use the code on the screen now, it is literally just Sam, my name, S-A-M, you will get your first month for £5. In my opinion, there is not a better monitor for that price. There is not a better monitor I've used out there than this one. If you want me to go into more detail about using the monitor, I'll make a video on it. Comment monitor down below if you want more info. Anyway, there is a clip missing from this, so here's some context. It's been a couple of days now and pairs have started to arrive. I forgot to record myself unboxing the pairs, so this is the first few that have been prepped. I have now prepped the first pairs. So we have got the Vapor Max in red, the black and orange Huaraches, the Vapor Street Zooms, the white, black and purple Air Max 1s, the UK 8 woven Huaraches, the triple black Vapor Max 3s, and the triple white Air Force 1s. Now, let's get these pictured and listed. It's now been about an hour since we started listing pairs, and these had sold from the previous episode for £45. These sold on Depop for £38. These sold on Depop for £55. And even two of the pairs we just listed, these Vapor Max sold for £40 and the Huaraches sold for £28. Oh, nearly dropped them there. I got all of these pairs packed up and then I went and dropped them off at the post office, and we had more pairs that had arrived. The new arrivals are Jordan 4 Alternate 89, Ep.6 Giuliano 14, Vapor Max 2023. However, I have just noticed a crack in the bubble, so we'll see what we do about them. Invincible Run 3s, black and white Huarache, which we actually bought in the last episode, but he's only just shipped them and they arrived today. White Air Max 95, Air Max 1 Golf, Air Max BW, Mercurial Vapor 13, and Vapor Max 2s. So the plan is I'm going to go prep all of these, clean them, and get them all ready. Here we have everything prepped and I have listed all of them, so we will see if we can get any quick sales on these. It's come to my attention that nearly 70% of you aren't even subscribed to the channel. Now, if you're watching this and you've watched other videos that you did enjoy and you haven't yet subscribed, please hit that sub button. Or if this is your first time watching the channel and you're enjoying the video, please hit the sub button. I have a goal of hitting 10,000 by the end of 2025, and it would be greatly appreciated if you, watching this right now, can just click that subscribe button and help me along the journey. It's the next morning now, and I prepped a bunch of the pairs that arrived yesterday, so let me show you what arrived. First, we have these black Sketch Air Forces, some Air Max 95 Ultras, some Air Max 95 Khakis, some Air Max 1 Flyknits, some Air Max 90 Golfs, some Vapor Max 2s, some Vapor Max 3s, and some Pegasus Trail. And we also sold a few pairs. These two pairs sold in a bundle for £50, so £32.50 and £17.50. These sold for £48, and remember, these just arrived yesterday. These sold for £33, once again, just arrived yesterday. And these sold for £110. So let's go to the post office. Conveniently, I've just packed up all the orders, and we get another 2 sales in literally 2 minutes of each other. So let me quickly show you what sold. The black Vapor Max sold for £43, and these really nice Air Max ones sold for £38. So cue the post office montage. And I'm back from dropping off orders and we got some more parcels that have arrived. So I'm going to open these and I'll show you what we got. So we got these metallic silver TNs. These are actually really cool. I don't know if you can see, but there's like an iridescent strip on them. The Air Max 95 Seoul Koreas, Vapor Max 2023s, P6000, another P6000, New Balance 1906, and the Pegasus 37s. So I'm going to go and get all of these prepped. And we've got a bunch that arrived yesterday that I now need to also do photos of. So we got a lot of stuff to list. If I'm going to be honest with you, right now we're in a position where we have to buy a lot of stock to make money. So what I'm contemplating is looking at maybe doing live stream selling, because if we're buying this volume of pair every single week, it doesn't always make sense to sell everything on Vinted. That's kind of the point we're at right now. So every Monday now, 5:30 p.m, I will be live on the Tilt app selling pairs from just £1 starts. Everything will be a £1 star. Nothing will ever start above £1, which means you guys dictate the price that the item sells for. So if you want to come and join the next Tilt Live, it will be on Monday, the 16th of June at 5:30 p.m. There's a link in the description to get a referral code that gives you up to £100 credit, and I will see you there. Make sure if you come into the Tilt chat, you tell me that you've come from the YouTube, and we might go even crazier on the auctions. And of course, we've sold some more pairs. This feels like it's every single day now, which is not a bad thing. So 6 pairs did sell last night. Let's go through them. These sold for £32. These sold for 33. These sold for 33. These sold for 65. These sold for 40. And these sold for 33. So off of those 6 pairs, we're looking at about £140, £150 profit. Rather than do a little drop off and package up all of that, I'm gonna just go and drop all of these off, collect the next stuff that's arrived, and then show you what's arrived when I get back. Literally, as I'm packing orders, these forces sold for £28 as well. So they'll go out today. And I am back from the parcel shop with a bunch more parcels. So I'm going to crack these open, prep them, and then show you what we have. Or I'll show you them and then I'll prep them. Either way, you're going to see them in a quick second. First pair of these Alpha Fly Next Percent 2s. Then we got these white and grey Air Max 1s. Some Adidas Samba Rose. These Air Max 95s in white and grey. Air Max 95 Grey Jewel. Air Max 1 in navy blue. Air Max 95 in navy blue. And some Yeezy 500s. So as I said yesterday, like, we're getting so much stock in that I have to just keep selling every single day, which is fine. But yeah, we still got, I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pairs already ready to list today. And all of these are arrived today. So, you know, at least we're getting the quantity up. But yeah, I definitely need to think about a way that we can manage stock a bit better, because I can't just rely on selling everything on Vinted if we're going to be trying to move like 10 to 15 pairs every day, especially if we want to hit that goal before the end of the year. So yeah, it's something that I'm going to consider as the episode goes on, and then just try and decide what I'm going to do going forward. But for now, we'll stick to it and keep up with it, because there's no other option. We've got to make the money somehow, and we've still got another maybe 15 pairs waiting to be delivered. So I think maybe one more day and we'll start buying again, because I don't want to have a period where there's no new stock coming in now. There always needs to be more pairs coming in. I think that's the way it's got to be. But yeah, I'm going to get to getting the ones that have just arrived already, and then the other pairs photographed and ready to be listed today.
2 days later.
So it has actually been a couple of days since I last recorded. And it's because Vinted sent me a message, and it wasn't a good one. They sent me a message explaining that they view what I was posting as commercial use, essentially trying to push me to join the Pro account, where they hold your money for 2 weeks and stuff like that. And I'm not really interested in that, especially when we're trying to flip quick. So yeah, it kind of put me in this position where I had to delete 17 listings, number one, and you know, it's not ideal. So kind of down the mood a bit. We did sell quite a bit before it happened on Vinted. So I'll show you everything we sold, and then I'll explain the solution that I've done for now. These sold for £19. These sold for £58. These sold for £50. These sold for £37. These sold for £50. These finally sold for £65. If you remember, we bought these like 3 episodes ago now. So finally got rid of these. And these sold for £23. And then as soon as these sold, literally an hour later, I get a message saying, the one that you've already seen. So I kind of had to come up with a solution, and the solution that I've done is I basically made a WhatsApp group where I'm posting everything that's coming in, and I've posted it on my socials and then managed to get a couple hundred people in the group. So we sold a couple pairs on there. These sold for £45 plus shipping, and these two sold together for £85 including shipping. So it was 35 and 45, and then a fiver is for shipping. The reason that it's annoying doing that is obviously because I've got to buy shipping separately, rather than, have it just all integrated on the app. If I have to reduce the amount that I'm posting onto the group, then it is what it is. And obviously it's crazy that I was talking about how buying so much stock isn't as manageable now earlier in the episode, and looking at maybe using Tilt. So that's now I'm going to have to properly look into that. Then we did sell one on Depop, and it was these that sold for 35. And if you remember, we had about just under £200 to spend on stock, and obviously because a bunch of pairs had sold, and we still got some to collect, which is kind of nuts, but it's a good place to be. I did buy some more, so I'll tell you about them at the start of next episode, because I'm going to end this one here. Before I end it, I'm going to quickly switch to me doing a quick analysis of everything that sold and got paid out in this episode. What we've got here is the spreadsheet of sales. All of these you would have seen up to last episode, so if you want to pause it, scroll through, fair enough, but this is probably what you care about. This is everything that has been sold and paid out in today's episode. We've got Pegasus, Infinity Runs, Air Maxes, Hirachis. As you can see, it's a bit more diverse than just Air Max 95s. So these are all the Vinted sales. If it says Vinted downside, 2 Depop sales, and then 4 sales that were sold into my new group. I forgot to show these shocks, unfortunately, but they also did sell and have been paid into my bank account already. So we did £857 more in revenue and made £487 profit, with £132 percent even, return, which is brilliant. Obviously those Air Max 95s were 400%, then you've got Air Max 1 Gold for 300%, so it pushes it up so much. And then down here is everything that is currently pending sale. From some stuff is from a few episodes ago, so these have gone missing, these have gone missing, and I think these have gone missing. So these 3 here, sayonara pretty much. We'll see what happens with them, but they haven't arrived yet, so chances are they've probably gone missing. And thankfully these 2 are really low sales, so it's not the end of the world. That one's a bit annoying because it's quite a big margin. It's a 375% return. Then you've got everything else here that was probably sold through this episode, maybe some from last episode, but you've got Vapor Maxes, Jordan 4s. What else is on there? Air Max 90s, Invincible ones, New Balances. There's loads of stuff on here. Jordan 4 alternates, but you can see from this stuff, so we're waiting on another £1,000 in revenue, and that'd be another nearly £600 in profit, and better ROI than what's sold today. Well, when I say sold, it's literally what's been paid out. So going into next episode, I'm going to work out how much we got now. Give me 2 seconds. So this is where we're sitting right now. Obviously it was 234202. However, the revenue is now £3289.26. Now this right here should actually be £194.22 if I'm correct. However, obviously I have bought some more stock, as I said. So this is what our new budget is going to be, £864.27. So going into episode 5, we've got a couple more pairs that I've bought that I will show you at the start of episode 7, and we've got £864.27 budget as well on top of what I've bought. So can't complain. This is brilliant. Good amount of money, and we'll definitely spend that in episode 7. I hope you enjoy the analysis part. I know a couple of you were commenting for it, so I will include that at the end of every episode now, and I will see you at the start of the next episode where I tell you every single item I bought the remainder of that £200. Thank you for watching. I really hope you're enjoying the series, and I will see you soon.